Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reading for the twins in separation. The way I'm going to do this reading, I'm going to pull energy for twin A, twin B, or person A, person B, however it resonates with you. Choose whatever side you fall on. There may be some of you guys that may, resonate with both sides of the reading, A and B, or both sides. That just means that you have duality, that you go back and forth in both your male and female or masculine and feminine energies, and you're balanced within yourself, right? So you may resonate with both sides of the messages for you guys today. But for others of you, if you resonate with twin A and twin B, or if twin A and twin B means something else to you, it could be a soulmate connection, it can be a family situation, but I'm pulling for twins in separation. Okay, and the roles can be reversed, basically. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it and pull the overall energy first for twin A or person A. All right, Spirit, can I get a clear spread for twin A, please, regarding this reading? For the highest good, make it clear, please, and thank you. I don't know if twin A is going to be a feminine or masculine energy. I won't know until the cards come out. So again, take it where it resonates with you and don't force anything to fit. All right, so twin A could be anyone at this point. Likewise with twin B. All right, let's get a clear spread for twin A, please, at this time. What's their current energy? Twin A, please, current energy. Twin A, current energy. That's twin A, temptation. That's the double energy. That's obsession for someone. Okay. Twin A may have a lot to say, so give me a second. Okay. Recognition and reward. Discontent and boredom, emotional loss, and disruption. So twin A is currently going through a tower moment. Twin A is also feeling some type of emotional loss or discontentment. They're bored with something they're working on. They're not getting the recognition or the attention they think they deserve. Twin A is also being tempted by someone or something to stay in this situation. Twin A needs to focus on releasing something as well, letting go of something or someone. Twin A also needs to recognize who they are and know that they are someone that is of divine order, and they need to recognize that in themselves, right? In order for them to believe that, right? They have to recognize that within themselves. So for twin A, I feel like this could be anyone, masculine or feminine energy. There's a sense of emotional loss. There is a tower moment going on currently. This could be mental conflict. This could be resisting changes that need to be made. There could also be, I heard sacrifice. Twin A feels unwilling to sacrifice something or someone, or someone has sacrificed twin A, and twin A is feeling emotional loss and or damage behind the separation between the two of you. They are tempted to reach out to you, but there's a sense of rejection that they feel. They also feel like maybe you no longer feel the same way about them and or the connection. They want to get your attention, but they don't know how to reach out to you, or if they decide to reach out, they don't know what to say, right? They need more time to process their emotions and or their thoughts. They need more time to rebuild or regain their confidence. They feel like they have let not only you down, but themselves down by allowing their temptations to control them or to influence their decisions when it came to your connection. Twin A also feels like the emotional damage they caused when they chose this other person of interest, whatever it was. They also feel that emotional loss you felt when you lost their connection, or when you lost this person to something else, temptation, whatever it was. They are now feeling the same emotional loss, I should say, that you felt when they walked away from you and chose someone else. They feel that same emotional loss that you felt, right? Because of that, they're not able to process their own emotions, right? Because there's a part of them that realizes that the reason why they are in this energy of feeling emotionally lost without you is because they allowed temptation to come between the two of you, or they allowed something to influence their decision to walk away from this connection. Even their own ego could have played a part in this, right? It could have been their pride and ego that made them reject this connection or refuse this offer, or even to accept the offer, I should say. They knew that they should have accepted the offer when they had the chance to do so, but they allowed their temptation to pull them in a different direction. And they're regretting the decision by doing so, right? So that's your person A, whoever that is for you. That could be you or them. So person A is going through some kind of emotional withdrawal from this situation. You guys may also be feeling this breakup on their end. There could also be a breakup between them and a third party as well. They could be feeling emotionally damaged from that situation. They could also be feeling like this third party connection is what caused them to lose you, right? And they know that to be true. That's their truth. So it's like this person, twin A, is aware that their third party connection is what caused the two of you guys to end this connection with them, or to walk away from the connection and leave them in their situation with this third party, right? Without giving it any more of your energy or even giving it a second thought. So you, twin B, had to make a decision to relieve the stress of this connection that was being placed on you by your twin A, and choose to walk away from this connection for a time in order for you to avoid further disruption in your life. So you knew, twin B, that you needed to stop being obsessed with the idea of you and your person coming together, and or your person changing to be able to reconcile this connection with you. You had to release the thought of this person doing what was required of them and let go of the connection and focus on yourself. So you had to disconnect from your person emotionally, and you had to also disconnect from your person spiritually, in a sense, in order for you to focus on your own healing, your own growth, right? So twin A is being optimistic about their love life, though. They do want to make an effort. They do want to reach out. But like I said, they're going through this emotional loss. There's a lot of disruption going on within their life, within themselves. They're still fighting and resisting changes they need to make. They do want to be recognized for, they want to be recognized for something. And it's like, in order for them to be recognized for being a good servant, they have to do something they don't want to do. So it's almost like they are stuck in a sense of depression. This twin A may be stuck in depression. They may be depressed at this time. There's a sense of agony. I wasn't going to say agony, but there's a sense of loss that's very agonizing for this person. They can't manage the emotional loss of losing your love or losing you, right? It's disrupting their whole entire life. Like, nothing they're doing right now is giving them satisfaction. They're still trying to pretend that they're okay. But people are starting to see this person is not doing well mentally, all right? Twin A. Deception came out in reverse. Twin A was wearing a false mask. They're acknowledging they were wearing a false mask. They could have lied to you about some things. They could have been dishonest about a lot of things. Now they want to make the effort. They want to extend an offer, but the fear of rejection is holding them back, right? And the thought of losing you to someone else is also a big concern of theirs, okay? So they want to come out of the closet or come clean. They want to express their feelings about this connection. They want to make the effort. They want to start over again with you. They want to bring love into the situation again between the both of you, because that's what they miss the most, is your love, your kindness, your generosity, your just everything about you. They miss it, right? And they realize that they allowed their ego to force you to walk away from this connection, right? With no choice. What else does he want this person to know? Twin A. What else do you want me to pull for Twin A? All right. I'm going to pull some love oracle messages from Twin A. All right. So take it how it resonates with you. This could come from your person, or this could come from spirit. All right. What else do you want to add for Twin A's reading? For this reading, for the Twin A side of this story. What else does Twin A want to say? I'm not saying all that, Twin A. Get it together. Your cards from the Romance Angel was stay optimistic, make the effort, flirt, and deception in reverse, and passion on the bottom of the deck. So this person still feels there's a strong connection between the two of you. There's a strong chemistry you guys both share together. They genuinely miss that connection. They do want to recapture the essence of your beauty. They do want to make things right with you, but again, the fear or the thought of you rejecting their offer when they come in to make the effort, they're not very optimistic you're going to be open to receive them, right? They know they did some very shady shit to you or some things in the past that made you feel a certain type of way about yourself, and they feel very regretful for making you feel like you did not deserve their love. It was their own temptations that drew them away from the connection, that tempted them away from you. They realized that that's what that was. For some of them, it could have been a person that did this, or another situation brought them away from you or tore you guys apart in a sense, right? And ever since you guys have been separated, they've been struggling with trying to do what was required for them to be able to win you back. But they also, sorry about that. The way I'm set up today is kind of like bootleg, and I do apologize. Give me a second. Okay. What else do you want to add before we get some tarot or other messages for this twin A, so we can move on to twin B? They just threw this out. Power came out in reverse. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So, as I said before, twin B took back control over the situation and decided to walk away from twin A because twin A was being very dishonest and very sneaky, very deceptive, very misguiding, very misleading. Like, they gave you a lot of mixed signals to make you think that they wanted to work things out many times in the past, right? But each time you thought this person was going to make the effort and come towards you and make the offer or extend an offer to reconcile the connection, they deceived you, and they continued to stay stuck in their own way, right? So I feel like at some point twin B had to take back control again over this connection and make a choice to walk away from your partner because they chose to stay stuck and stagnant doing whatever they were doing with whoever it was they were with, right? So for you, instinctively, you knew that what was right for you or best for you was to take back your power and to say no to your person or to reject your person at this time and walk away for your own sanity, right? You had to be able to maintain your own life, and you had to be able to function as a person, and this connection was causing you a lot of dysfunction, a lot of chaos, a lot of lonely days and nights where you've longed for your person to come back and things like that. So you had to put yourself in a better position in order to be able to move forward. So you had to regain your confidence and regain control over the situation and be optimistic and make the choice to release and let go of your person, but being optimistic things will work out in the end. So I feel like you had to give up on this person. And your person now feels powerless without you, right? They feel like the power, the love that you guys once shared is no longer there. Since you made the choice to walk away and leave them behind or leave them to their own situation or issues to deal with on their own, they feel like you're not being optimistic about this connection, that you're not going to make the effort to reconcile with them if they come in to heal things with you. They feel powerless. They feel out of control. They feel lost without you kind of energy. So they feel very depressed to me. Their energy feels very depressed. They don't, it's like instinctively this person knew the entire time that you were their person, but in the past they were not being optimistic about this relationship because they allowed other people to influence their decisions to think otherwise, right? And whatever that was that influenced them in the past had a very strong hold on your person's mindset. It could have been their own way of thinking that made them feel like this was not the right thing for them to do at the time. Maybe they knew they were not able to offer you the love you deserve, and instead of them being honest with you about their reasons for walking away from you in the past, they just abandoned the connection and walked away and gave you no explanation as to why. And that forced you to have to make a decision to release this person, to focus on yourself, and to heal from all the chaos that they created in your life, right? And now you're on to something better, and they can sense that about you, that you're in your power, that you have control over your life again. You're no longer waiting for this person to figure out what they want to do with you or the connection you guys once had. They realized that it was their own way of thinking that caused them to walk away from your connection, right? And now they want to try to figure out how they can get that back again, right? But the fear of you not being open to them is causing them to stay stuck in this thought of losing you forever kind of energy. And they're very depressed about what they have done towards you. So this says, beware what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are the same qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So the things that you don't like about your person, or maybe some things you didn't like about yourself, and you had to work on that, right? And the same thing applies to your person. The things they don't like about you, or whatever it was, are the same things they themselves don't like about their own self, right? So it's like you reflected to them the things they needed to work on and fix within themselves, and likewise they did that to you. One of you chose to do the inner work on yourself and work on those issues so you can be a better version of yourself. The other person chose not to, right? So that's why they're still in the situation with this other person they're with, because they haven't done the inner work to heal what is causing them to stay confused about this situation with you. So it's almost like them avoiding doing the inner work, or even admitting they need to do work on themselves, is keeping them stuck in this unhealthy connection with somebody else, right? It's making them reflect on themselves in a way they haven't before. And losing you is one reason they're doing this. So it's almost like you trigger this person into their own mental prison, where they're having to go within and face their own demons, right? And deal with their issues. And because this person wasn't ready to face their own demons when you guys could have connected in the beginning, is because they were afraid of their own inner demons, right? So they avoided doing what was required because their inner demons that they struggled to face, in a sense, was convincing this person that you were too good for them. And they were convincing themselves of the same. So it's like the qualities that you possess, twin B, are the same qualities your person possesses as well. But because they were so disillusioned into believing that they were something they were not, they could not see their own inner beauty within themselves and what they had to really offer you. So something in their mind convinced them that the qualities that you possess were qualities they did not possess. So because they thought they didn't have the qualities to meet your standards, or they didn't have what was required to meet your needs, they convinced themselves you deserve better than what they had to offer. Something like that. So basically, this person's demons, this is some bullshit, because when I tested this out before, it worked just fine. And now it wants to give me a hard time and not stay focused on the table. But whatever. So basically, what I'm trying to say about twin A is that their own inner demons tempted them away from this connection, because their own inner demons made them feel unworthy of your love. They themselves did not realize that they were more than worthy of your love, and they could also give you that love in return. But because they themselves did not love themselves enough to know that they could do that, they convinced themselves that you deserve better. And so they allowed you to see the darker side of them versus the brighter side of them. So they showed you their karmic side, or their toxic ways, to push you away from the connection, because they could not tell you or face you and tell you that they themselves were not right for you at the time. So let me get this straight. The reason twin A did not make the effort with twin B is because twins A inner demons convinced twin A they did not deserve you, that they were not good enough, that they didn't have what it took to keep you in their life. And their own inner demons, childhood wounds, convinced them that was true. So when this other energy came along, this third party, it tempted your person into thinking that that's what they deserve more than you. So it's like they convinced themselves the third party was a better choice, because the third party was just like them in a sense, low vibrational at the time. And you were on a different vibration than they were at the time, but you were trying to get them to see that they were also some kind of spiritual person. But it's like they were so caught up in the material world, they couldn't see their worth. So they allowed lower energies to influence their decisions and make them feel unworthy of your love. That's what I'm getting. They kept feeling unworthy of your love, but it's because their own inner demons made them feel that way about you or themselves, which was not true. So that's why for some of them, they were not optimistic about this connection. They didn't make the effort. They just treated like it was a little bit of fleeing, like it was a flirty kind of situation, maybe lustful and sexual chemistry was their main focus with you. They didn't put in a real effort to work things out because they felt unworthy of your love, right? And that's because their own inner demons made them feel that way about themselves. But now they realize they deserve love, and the love that you gave them was the love they deserved, but at the time they couldn't reciprocate because they didn't have that love within themselves, right? So I'm going to post this reading regardless of how many times this fucking phone falls off the counter. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to post it regardless. Anyway, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time, and nothing is missing. So this is what they're holding on to, the thought of you guys being able to spiritually still be connected in the 5D in hopes of reuniting in the 3D when time and space permits, right? So they believe in divine timing. Things are going to work out between the two of you. And in the meantime, they're being forced to go within and work on themselves and do what's required of them to heal what needs to be healed within themselves, to be ready for this connection when it's the time for you guys to come back together. So basically, Twin A had to be forced to go within to do the work on themselves required to be with you in union, because in the past they feared that this inner work was going to destroy their current foundation, which it did, or it will in the end. So either way, they're going to have to go within and do the work required to be able to heal in order for you guys to have a chance at being together again. But as long as they keep resisting the need to do the work to heal, the longer they're going to stay stuck in this connection with this other person or deal with these other energies, right? Until they're unhappy enough to walk away from them. For a lot of them, they're at that breaking point where they're ready to walk away from these connections that don't serve them anymore. But the thought of you not giving them the chance to be with you again is keeping them kind of in this energy of not willing to do the work, kind of in a sense. Like, it's like, what would be the point in doing the work if it's not going to get my person back? Like, why would I go within and face my inner demons and deal with that if it's not going to win my person back? That's how they feel and that's how they think. So they need to stop projecting that on to themselves. Like this card says, there's a projection here of negative thinking, right? So your person is still allowing their inner demons to talk them out of doing what's required. They have to be strong enough to fight back and resist the devil and flee temptation is what I'm kind of getting. If they don't flee temptations, which are their own inner demons, convincing them they don't deserve you, then they're never going to come towards you with a genuine offer. They're going to continue to be stuck in their own ways, right? Passion says, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So even though you guys are not together physically, there's still a strong, passionate connection between the two of you. It's out here twice. So the chemistry is still there. The connection is still there. The love is still there. But until this person stops wearing the false mask and do the inner work to heal their inner child, they're never going to be able to free themselves from this connection they're in with this third party, right? And as long as the third party can control them in this way and keep them bound to them this way, your person will stay stuck and bound to this person until they free themselves from this connection. But they have to be willing to do the work to do so, right? So you're being asked to continue to move on your journey and focus on yourself and let this person go through their healing process or this detachment issue they have, or attachment issue they have. They have like attachment issues as well. They don't know how to release and let go when it's time. They like to kind of hang on to things that don't serve them because they don't like being alone or being by themselves. So they entertain these low vibrational connections to avoid doing the work on themselves. So they still need more time to do what's required of them. And they're still avoiding doing the work for some of them. All right. This last card that came out says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with the ones you love. And that's why they're in this emotional loss, because all they have of you now and this connection is memories. And the memories that they have of you are making them feel more sad and depressed, because the fact that they've done certain things to cause you guys to be apart is what's causing them to stay away as well, right? You know, it's like they don't want to. They have a very low self-esteem, right? And the fact that they're in this energy of being like lost without you, everything around them is like unimportant to them. All they care about is what they lost with you. And they're so focused on what they've lost with you that they're not willing to take a look at themselves and realize that they can change the outcome of the situation if only they do what's required to do so. right? And be optimistic about it. But they're not being optimistic, and they're not being open-minded about it. They feel like this is the end for you and them, and as long as they feel that way about this connection, they're not going to do what's required to get you back, in a sense, or do what's required to free themselves from bondage in this connection with this third party. So they're kind of keeping themselves stuck in a mental prison, because they don't have the power or the strength to let go of these toxic connections or relationships or whatever it is for them, addictions for some, until they regain control and take back their power, or stand in their power and know who they truly are, and focus on what needs to be focused on and not what's been lost. They're going to be stuck in this situation as long as it takes, I guess, because this is really up to each individual person to make their choices about this third party situations and make their decision final. And some of them are struggling doing that because of various reasons, right? So twin B, I'm going to go ahead and end it with that, with twin A, and let you marinate on your thoughts, twin A. I'm going to get some advice for you, though, regarding what you should focus on regarding the situation, and that may help you make your decision clear, right? Because I really feel like the thought of your person not giving you a second chance is what's keeping you with this other energy, versus taking a chance on yourself and risking it all to find out, right, in the end. So let's get you some tarot and see what you need to know to move forward. Twin A's advice, please, to move forward. Damn. Twin A, the Five of Cups came out, the Page of Swords came out. What else is this underneath the Page of Swords? And the High Priestess. So twin B, stop spying on your person, right? Stop looking back at the past and focusing on what happened and what you could have did differently, and just take the opportunity that's been given to you and do what you need to do to get back on the right track, and stop holding on to past memories of what you've lost with your person, or stop being afraid to lose people as well and cut people off, and trust your intuition is what I'm also getting. Stop procrastinating and do what you need to do. All right. You've been in this energy far too long, and Spirit's trying to encourage you to find the strength to move away from the situation and redirect your focus on something else, right? And stop lying to yourself about being happy where you are in these connections that you're in, when really and truly all you can think about is this Queen of Cups, and the chance on getting this person back is going to be up to you. This pride and ego got to go. Whatever this is you're holding on to, you got to let it go. You got to stop fighting against the grain and go with the flow, and allow your spirit guides and your spirit team to help you reject this third party and move forward on your journey, and let go of this way of thinking and focus on yourself and heal what needs to be healed, and watch out for anybody that's trying to block you from doing so. Like, okay, I'm just pulling from the bottom. So in order for you to regain your independence, twin A, right? In order for you to regain your independence and or your confidence to walk away from third-party situations, you have to stop lying to yourself about these connections, and stop trying to make yourself stay in these connections for all the wrong reasons. Like, stop trying to convince yourself that I'm in this third-party situation because of X, Y, and Z. Because whatever reason you're telling yourself why you're still staying with these third-party situations is because you feel obligated, or you feel like you're going to let people down if you walk away from them and leave them in a situation they have to figure out on their own. It's almost like you're making excuses, right? Stop making excuses is what I'm kind of getting, and do what you need to do if you want to get back on the right path and move away from these situations that don't serve your highest good. And if you want to be inspired, or if you want your inspiration back, your muse back, your Queen of Cups back, you have to stop lying to yourself and others, and be honest with yourself about where your heart lies, where your true desires are. Like, this person you're trying to stick around with or stick it out with, they're cheating on you, okay? They have another person of interest that they're entertaining behind your back, and you may even already know this, twin A. Your third-party person you're investing all this effort into, or putting all this effort to be within, is also stepping out and seeing other people behind your back. And I feel like you already know this. And maybe if you don't know this, you're about to find out. And that may be what causes you to walk away from this third party, this information, this news that you're about to get about your person. And I feel like intuitively you already feel this way anyway, but you're denying it because you don't want to admit it to yourself. Like, twin A, Spirit is giving you divine intervention to walk away from someone who you already know is unfaithful to you, or they've done things to keep you from your other person. You know this to be true. So why are you still trying to go against the grain and force something to be that's not meant to be? When you're giving this opportunity to walk away from it and choose to be single and independent, and maybe even in a better place financially for some of you guys, if you just walk away from this commitment you're in with this third party and stop trying to force something to work that's not going to pan out. It's like you're making this way more complicated than it has to be. But as long as you allow your pride and ego to get in the way of what's right, and you allow your stubbornness ways to convince you that where you are is where you need to be, then Spirit is going to allow you to stay in that connection. But until you wake up and realize that you're dealing with a bunch of unhealthy relationships, whatever it is for you, and that Spirit's trying to free you from these connections so you can move on and get back on the same page, on the right path, this is Spirit trying to redirect you to the right path. But as long as you keep resisting the necessary steps you need to take to be on the right path or get back on the right path again, everything you try to create is going to fail with whoever you're trying to create it with. It's not going to work out. It's going to be destroyed. Spirit's not going to let you build an empire with a third party person when you have a whole divine counterpart waiting for you to come in with a genuine offer. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you mad crazy? Like, this connection with your counterpart is being delayed because of your own actions, your lack of action, your lack of effort, your lack of inspiration to go towards your divine counterpart for whatever reason you're telling yourself. Spirit wants to bring you two back together, but you're delaying the process because you're stuck on this third party connection trying to make things work when things are never going to work out because it's not meant for you to be there anymore. It's time for you to learn your lessons and walk away and move on with your life and get back on the right path. Divine B, between A, divine masculine, because I have the Emperor here. Whoever you may be. It's like Spirit is tired of fighting with you about this and arguing with you and getting you. Like, Spirit is causing so much chaos in your current situation for you to be able to walk away from these connections, but you're still fighting to stay because of what? I don't know, money, success, or the thought thereof. Well, whatever money you have or success you have is going to come to an end because Spirit's going to make sure of that, because they want you to be somewhere else with your divine counterpart, and you're delaying the process by staying stuck in these low vibrational connections, arguing over money or whatever this is for you. Let that shit go and walk away and move forward and stop keeping yourself in a connection with someone who you don't even want to be with, and make the call or make the decision to return back to your twin, your counterpart, and fulfill your wishes, and stop trying to manifest them using sex magic because it's not going to work, and just do what's required. Like, I'm getting frustrated, Twin A, because this burden that you are carrying is not yours to carry. You're making it so much more complicated than it has to be. It's like your spirit team is like forcing you to see the light, and you're still trying to stay stuck in this darkness for whatever reason. Your inner demons have no power over you unless you give them the power to have power over you. You are the fucking Emperor and the Hierophant. You have the strength to overcome the devil. But if you make the devil think that they have more power over you, then you're giving your power away to something that does not have any power over you at all. And once you realize you have all the power in your hand and take back control of your life and stand up for yourself and let go of these burdens and release these toxic connections, you're going to stay in these cycles until you free yourself, okay? Twin A, I love you. Okay, that's all I have for you, Twin A. That's your advice. The choice is up to you on how you move forward, if you move forward, when you move forward, whatever this is. But the longer you stay stuck in fear, or let pride and ego hold you back, or whatever it is for you, the longer your person's going to continue to move forward, and you may end up missing out on the chance to get this person back in your life ever again. If that's your fear right now, that you won't get this chance again, then why are you wasting this opportunity trying to make something work with the person you're with when you know that's not where you're supposed to be? That's what I'm kind of getting. So you take it how it goes for you. That's what I have for Twin A. I'm going to move on to Twin B, and we're going to wrap it up with that. All right, you guys. Same spread, Spirit. Same spread, they said. All right, let's get Twin B's energy, please, and thank you for the highest good. What's going on with Twin B? Twins in separation. And again, I don't want to say that the twin A is the divine masculine. It could be anybody in that energy. This just came up as the masculine energy for me. So it doesn't have to be your Jesus being the divine masculine twin A. It could be somebody in that energy that needs to be. Okay. Twin A is the divine masculine energy. But he's not in his divine masculine energy. He's still operating like a knight or page. He's not in his full power. He's not taking the authority over his life. He's allowing others to influence his decisions. So right now, he's not an emperor, but he's a knight. And he's going to stay in that knight energy until he or she allows this transformation process to evolve them to a higher level of understanding. And once they get to that level of understanding, they'll be able to make the decision to free themselves from these connections. But as long as they keep not following their intuition or ignoring their intuition and keeping their guards up against this connection and refusing to do what's required, then that's on them. All right, take it however it thinks. Anyway, moving on. What's twins A energy, please? Sorry, twins B energy. We have spiritual union came out, heartache and loss came out for twin B, authority came out for twin B, and patience came out for twin B. So I feel like twin B has completely ran out of patience, and twin B is trusting their intuition. Twin B is also moving forward, and they're going to be meeting a counterpart with this harmony card here, spiritual union, connections, solar plexus. Okay, so twin B is also healing or feeling the heartache and loss of twin A because of the connection you guys share. It is a divine soulmate connection, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. Because of your connection with this person, you can feel the heartache and loss they're going through, or the pain they're going through right now in your solar plexus area, right? You can feel that pain in your solar plexus area, right? Spirit says be patient with this person. They are stepping in to put this person back on the right path. But because this person's very hard-headed, very stubborn, very unintelligent when it comes to certain things, they're not listening to their intuition, their inner voice that's guiding them to come towards you. They're still focused on material wealth and harvest with this other person, whatever it is for them. And that's all they seem to care about at this time. So Spirit is going to step in, right, regarding this person A. And they're going to force this person to go within, because at this point, they are also losing patience with this person, right? So if this next tower moment or chain of events that Spirit's going to allow to happen to twin A doesn't change twin A's perspective on this connection with you, then they're going to end up losing you to someone else, all right? That's going to be their karmic punishment for not trusting this connection is meant to be, or even their intuition is telling them to come towards you with this offer, right? So twin B, for you, Spirit wants you to remain balanced. They want you to continue to focus on your healing. They want you to work on your solar plexus, your heart chakra. They want you to release your person of interest at this time, because they're not listening to their spiritual guidance. They need to be dealt with very harshly, in a sense. So they're about to experience a lot of, if they think that they're going through some unbearable changes right now regarding the loss of your love or whatever this is for them, they're going to continue to get hit with more loss and more situations to force them to go within, right? So for some of them, that could take a very long time for that to happen, because a lot of them are still acting like they don't give a fuck about this connection, and they just want to be left alone and focusing on themselves, right? They're still in that energy of being very stubborn, right? So for some of them, it's going to take a lot more time for Spirit to redirect this person back on the right path. So in the meantime, twin B, they want you to still focus on yourself and be patient with the process, but don't waste your energy or time on this person. In divine timing, things are going to come back together. But for you, my dear love, you already know what your advice is regarding the spiritual connection with this person. You know that it's requiring more patience than you have to give at this point. So rather than you continue to give patience or give out of patience with this person or give up on this connection completely, Spirits wants you to just release this person for now and focus on yourself, all right? And let them work on this person behind the scenes, all right? So you can be able to move on without the fear of missing out on opportunities. It's going to help you ground your energy and get more back into financial security or financial stability in your life. So I feel like material harvest for you, Twin B, is what Spirit wants you to focus on manifesting right now, and healing, of course. They don't want you to put any more energy into this connection with this person. Like I said, Spirit's going to step in and redirect your person the hard way. They have to go through some karmic challenges with your person. It's almost like they are spiritually hard-headed. They're just spiritually hard-headed. They're just very so much spiritually hard-headed. They know exactly what this connection is and who you are to them, but because of their own pride and ego or other issues they may have, they're not being open to this connection at this time because they are too focused on material harvest and money and material wealth. And that's what Spirit has to break them from. So basically, your person's going to start experiencing a lot of loss, material loss. They're going to be losing loved ones, friends, family members, jobs. They're going to be going through a lot of dark energy, romantic feelings. Yeah, don't express your feelings right now towards this person, or hold back on expressing how you feel at this time if this person reaches out to you. So when they reach out to you, Twin B, they're going to express their romantic feelings, right? Hoping that you will be still entertaining the idea of you guys being together again, which you may still be feeling that way about them, but Spirit says don't entertain their romantic feelings right now because that's all they are just romantic feelings. They're not ready to offer you anything more serious than that right now, okay? That flirty energy came out in their spread, right? They just want to flirt with you and kind of string you along and keep you in this energy of being stuck and stagnant. Spirit says do not entertain your feelings right now. Do not make a decision about this person in your emotions. Make a head over heart decision when it comes to your person, all right? It may be a hard choice for you to make, but be wise and make a head over heart decision when you hear from your person, all right? Don't let them use your feelings, you know, to influence your decision about this connection, right? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime, and it came out for spiritual union, which we already understand. This is true love for the both of you. It's just your person is not ready to commit, and they still have more things they need to work on before you guys can have this connection come back together. And if they never get their shit together, guess what? They're going to miss out on the opportunity to do so. And you're going to meet someone else that's going to be a spiritual union for you as well. That's going to be a high-level soulmate. And this is going to be also true love, all right? What else, Royal Angels? Thank you. Damn. Free yourself in reverse. Like I said, they're refusing to free themselves from these connections, and you've already done so. So you're going to be... and you've already healed from this. So basically, Twin B, because you have done the work and you freed yourself from this sacred union with your person of interest that chose someone else to invest their energy with, or whatever the case is, and you've healed your family issues, you're about to meet another soulmate connection that's going to be divinely guided towards you. It's going to be true love. Don't be afraid to express your romantic feelings if you have feelings for this new person coming your way, all right? Don't let the past hold you back from experiencing true love. Even though this person was your true love in the past, they chose someone else, and they still haven't chosen you. So until they choose you, then you can choose someone else. Hope that makes sense and it's not too much, right? So if you are afraid to express your romantic feelings to someone new, don't let fear hold you back. Free yourself from that. You are free to love anyone you choose to love because your person has used their free will to do just that. So now that you have free will, which you always have had in the past, but you chose to sacrifice everyone else over this connection. But Spirit doesn't want you to continue to sacrifice real love for your soulmate twin flame counterpart who has yet to learn their karmic lessons, right? Free yourself from that connection and move on your journey. And when you meet this new person, remember, you don't have any issues being open to love. It's just that you don't want to meet someone new and fall in love again because you still love your person from the past, right? So because you still love your person from the past, when you meet this new person, you're going to feel love for this person, but you're not going to want to express your feelings. Don't do that. Don't allow the past to hold you back. If this person makes you feel loved in every way possible, or gives you the love you deserve, or wants to give you that love you deserve, and it's being divinely guided to you to accept this offer, do not reject this offer based on how you feel for the person from your past, all right? Let those romantic feelings from the past go. heal what needs to be healed to get over the person from your past and let go of that connection for now. And don't deny yourself true love just because you still have a connection with somebody from your past. Free yourself from that way of thinking, all right? And work on that if you still need to work on that, all right? I see you healed some things, but you may still need to work on that one issue, all right, for some of you guys. All right, so don't deny new love when it comes in because of how you, my timer just said 4444. So don't deny true love when it comes in for you, Twin B, just because your Twin A chose someone else and you don't want to lose out on this new opportunity just because you don't want to let go of the past. Children, your love life has been affected by children. So for some of you, this person, Twin A, could have a family with this other energy. That could be what's stopping them from returning back to you. There could be some kind of family dynamic involved here where they have children involved. And maybe it's in your best interest to allow this person to do what's right. Oh, wow. So for some of y'all, this person could have a family with this third party. Children could be involved here. This person thinks they're doing the right thing because they may have children with this third party. That's why they're not expressing their feelings to you. Even though they see you as their true love, they're not ready to free themselves to be in union with you because of this other situation. And they still need to heal something within themselves before they can give you this true love. So again, the experience that you have your person was the experience you have your person, right? If it's over now, it's over now. It doesn't mean it won't work out in the future. But presently speaking, what's stopping you from being truly in love with yourself and with someone else is the thought of your person coming in from the past. And I'm trying to get you to understand from what I'm seeing here, Spirit is wanting you to move forward and stop waiting for that person to come in, because even though it may be a divine soulmate connection, this person's not ready to offer you the love you deserve, okay? But there is going to be someone new that's going to come in that will be willing to give you everything you deserve and more. But if you're not open to receive this person when they come in, you may end up missing out on something that's meant for you. And this person just may end up losing you for good, all right? Or you may end up losing out on, it's like you're going to miss out on true love if you don't let go of the past. And your person's going to miss out on your love if you move on. So both of you guys are still kind of holding on to the idea of you guys being back together. And it's almost like Spirit is saying this cannot work until both people are on the same page. So Twin A is not on the same page with Twin B. And Twin B is already healed from whatever this is you were going through. So now you're ready to move on. And Spirit wants you to take the advice and move on. But if you're still afraid to move on because you don't want to leave Twin A behind, then when you meet someone that's worthy of your love, you're not going to be open to, you know, give that to this person, the chance this person needs. Or you're not going to be able to give this person the chance to get to know you that way because of your past. So both of y'all still need to heal from this on both sides. There's more healing required. You're afraid to move on to true love. You're afraid to love again because your person did so much damage to you in the past. Please heal that so you don't deny yourself true love, right? Stop being so optimistic about this person in the past, because Spirit is not even optimistic at this point about this past person. They're still not sure what they're going to do with this person because this person is not listening to their intuition and they're not allowing their spirit guides to help free them from these connections. So even Spirit is losing hope on this person in a sense. And they want you to kind of give up on it for a second as well so you can get what you deserve and stop blocking your blessings, right? Because I feel like the more you hold on to the past, the more you delay your blessings from coming in, right? Even if it's not a new person, it's like anything that wants to come in can't come in because you're still stuck in the past. Soulmate is here, worth waiting for, and express your love is here. So this new soulmate is going to be divinely guided towards you, and it is going to be true love here. So you have two people here. Your true love is here and a soulmate is here. Spirit wants you to express your love and go ahead and make the romantic gesture to a soulmate. Your true love is worth waiting for those who are doing the work. But for those who are still stuck in these soul ties or karmic connection with soul connections with other people, they're not worth waiting for, all right? So let me say that again. For some of y'all, Twin A is not worth waiting for. It's time for you to move on to true love, a high level soulmate, and union for others. However, As long as you think twin A is worth waiting for, and you think that twin A is your divine soulmate, counterpart, twin flame, whatever it is for you, the longer you're going to delay the process of meeting true love or meeting someone that wants to unite with you in some way, even if it's not a romantic partnership, is going to be a relationship that's going to help you be able to open up to new ideas, new creative plans, projects, work, whatever it is going to give you a brand new start, to start over again and to attract what you are attracted to and not what you're not. So this whole twin flame and separation is like your person didn't just fuck up this connection for themselves. They kind of, did it to both of you, because ideally the two of you were meant to be. You were true love, soulmate, counterparts, whatever. It was destined for you guys to have this connection in this lifetime. And there was a plan for the two of you to carry out in this lifetime. But because one person used free will and chose a different path, the direction that this connection was supposed to go in got redirected on both sides. But the problem is that both counterparts are still stuck on each other in a way that they cannot let go and move on and allow spirit to work in your love life to bring this connection back together the way it meant to be, right? So both of you guys are kind of delaying this connection from the past from being brought back together, if this is your true counterpart, because both of you are still stuck on issues that you need to work on, all right? Whatever that is for you, all right? I am just channeling the energy, so please don't get offended, all right? Forgiving and learning. And codependency, I can't make it up. So even though there's a separation between the two counterparts, there's still codependency on both sides. Twin B can't let go of twin A because twin B doesn't want to leave twin A behind. But twin B also knows that twin A is not ready for a commitment or this union. But twin B is afraid to move on and meet new love, because twin B thinks that once I meet new love, twin A is going to be ready for a commitment, and then I got to choose. I don't want to choose. I just want to be happy in love. Well, that's going to be a choice you're going to have to make. You have two choices here, twin B. If you are afraid to meet a new soulmate and fall in love again with someone new, because you still have hope that twin B will eventually, or twin A will eventually get it together, then you have the choice to remain single and focus on your career and your success and wait for twin B or twin A to get it together, right? And remain single and just focus on your career, right? You don't have to accept anybody right now if you don't want anybody new. However, if by chance twin B, a new person comes your way and it's being divinely guided to you to be open to receive, and you are not reluctant to be open because you're still codependent on twin A, I feel like if you meet a new soulmate, twin B, and it's being divinely guided to you, twin B, that is your sign that twin A is never going to get it together, or they're refusing to do what's required. And your purpose in life has to still be carried through. So for some of you, there are some soul children or soulmate children that's going to come, or sorry, there's going to be children coming out of a soulmate connection versus a twin flame connection. Because from the twin flame connection, there were supposed to be children born from that union. So twin A not only fucked up the connection between y'all when it came to love and romanticships, romanticness, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You guys are supposed to have children together. But you can't have a child with somebody that's with someone else. But this child has to be born nonetheless. So if there is a born or a destined child that has to come through your bloodline, twin B, and twin A was supposed to be the father or mother of this child still has to be born into this lifetime to carry out their mission. So if you can't make this child or create this child with your counterpart that you were supposed to have it with, you're going to have it with someone else. So another reason to be open to your soulmate that's being divinely guided to you is because there's a child that needs to be born from this connection between you and someone else. But it was destined for you to have this child with your soulmate or your twin flame. That makes sense. So because of that reason, children is a factor here. That's why it's important for you to be open to new love, because children is a factor. From this soulmate communion with your counterpart, there was supposed to be a family between the children, were supposed to be born from that connection. But they chose a different path. That still doesn't change the fact that these children need to be born between you and someone else. So whoever is in the vibration to birth these children, they're going to meet a soulmate that's going to be divinely guided for these children to be born into this relationship or this timeline. They have a, okay, wait a minute, Spirit, hold on. Something about these kids have to be born in this timeline because they have a mission to carry out as well. You were supposed to have these children with your soulmate or your counterpart, but they're somewhere else being worked on by spirit. So you can't give children to this person or vice versa. So you have to have another soulmate to be able to do so. So this new soulmate is going to be your replacement to carry out the mission for some of you guys that's having children, right? These children are very special children, very spiritually gifted. They have a purpose in life and they need to be born. So if your counterpart doesn't get their shit together before you are out of bearing age or bearing children, you will meet somebody else that's going to help you bear children to carry this out, if that makes sense. So the codependency you have to your counterpart has to be let go of in order for this to happen. All right? Is that right, Spirit? Because some of you guys are very fertile, divine feminines. And your womb is the perfect environment to birth these children. So if your counterpart never gets their shit together and you guys have this connection come back together and these children cannot be born by you and them, you're going to give birth to these children by somebody else. It's going to be a high level soulmate for you. All right. Solar plexus is here. So that may also be something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm done with that. Let's close it out with some tarot for advice for Twin B. This is going way longer than I wanted to go. My timer says 55. So for divine masculine Twin A, there was a marker of 44. For divine feminine Twin B, I'm at 55. So this is for you to change your point of view regarding this person. Yes, this could have been your counterpart, but for some of y'all, they're not learning their lessons. And if you are meant to have children with a soulmate or a counterpart, and your counterpart doesn't come forward to restore this connection, you're going to meet a soulmate that's going to carry out that purpose, right? I have the 5 of Wands, Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and something else fell out. And the 7 of Swords. What the fuck is this? Oh, this is your masculine. He's so fucking childish. I'm trying to give you your message, Twin B, and your message trying to sneak into your reading and see what you're getting, what your messages are, because they don't want you to. They know you're gonna see. Look, I can't make this shit up. Look, I can't make this shit up. I'm shaking right now because I can't make this shit up. I just can't. Let me just make this make sense, Twin B. Another reason why your divine masculine is so afraid to lose you to somebody else is because they know that the two of you are meant to have a child together. Or you may already have a child with this person, but I'm talking about for those who do not. You and this person were meant to have children together, right? And you could have had a baby in the past and miscarried, the pregnancy, whatever the case may be, but it was going to be reborn again if you guys got back together, all right? I'm sorry, I'm shaking. I can't get this out. I feel like I'm touching a soft spot for somebody. For some of y'all could have lost a baby with your twin flame because they cheated on you. You could have got a disease or something from your masculine while you were pregnant, and it could have caused the baby to be aborted, or the baby. Hold on, Spirit. This shit is not cool. I don't like it. For some of y'all were pregnant by y'all counterpart, right? And it was an early developing pregnancy. It didn't go past the first trimester because there was a STD. STD could have been contracted when you got pregnant. Okay, I'm trying to get it out, y'all. I have the Empress here, the King of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups, and the Sun card. So the reason why I'm saying for some of y'all could have had a pregnancy during your time with your Twin A, your counterpart. You could have also miscarried that pregnancy. But if you miscarried your counterpart's baby, it was because your counterpart was entertaining third-party connections, and this baby would not have been raised the way it was supposed to be raised, right? It was supposed to be raised by both you and your masculine. But if your masculine chose a third party, which you didn't know at the time, but Spirit knew ahead of time your person was not going to do right by you, and they were going to betray you and jug you and treat you like an option, right? So when you got pregnant by your counterpart and you lost your baby, the reason why you lost your baby is because your counterpart was cheating on you with somebody else. So, and this is personal. So, give me a minute. All right. So basically, if you were pregnant by your counterpart, Empress, and you miscarried a pregnancy by your counterpart, It's because Spirit knew that your counterpart was either going to cheat on you in the future, and it was going to cause you too much stress and anxiety to carry the baby full term anyway. It was going to be a stillborn, or the baby wasn't going to survive the drama that your person put you through with this third party shit. So you miscarry at an early stage, or Spirit knew your person was going to do you this way and you miscarried at an early stage. And that's why you lost the baby, if you lost the baby by your person. So with that being said, that baby you lost by your person of interest will be reborn to you by another person of interest, a soulmate counterpart divinely guided to you to do so, to carry out the mission your person aborted. Or you could have had an abortion, I don't know. But anyway, Twin B, you will be pregnant in the near future with a new counterpart if you choose to accept this person's offer as your soulmate. You will conceive a baby with this person, and it will replace the baby you lost with your counterpart. And that Spirit way of telling you that it wasn't your fault that you didn't carry full term, that it was your person's immature behavior that caused the miscarriage. And it wasn't something you did, or if you chose to abort the baby because of the same reason, it's okay. Forgive yourself. Spirit understands why you did it. You will be able to conceive another baby with this new person if you want to. Okay, you don't have to, but if you want to have another child with this soulmate, then it's going to happen for you. That's what you want. And if you had to abort a pregnancy from your counterpart because they chose a karmic, then that's okay. You will be forgiven. It's not going to go against you. I love you guys. I gotta go. Hashay.